Hello, beautiful people. Welcome in. You're tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. Coming up today, Jimmy Kimmel's show is officially returning to the air 6 days after being pulled indefinitely, Disney announced. Plus, Colin Kaepernick is stepping in to pay for the independent autopsy of Trey Reed, the student found hanging from a tree on campus. So stay tuned for all the details. Later, we'll dive into Girlfriend's Guide and Mind, Body, and Soul with today's co-hosts, Crystal and Shirley. Welcome back, ladies. Hi. Thank you for coming on in and joining the discussion because you're watching POV. Jimmy Kimmel Live is back on air Tuesday after being yanked off over comments about Charlie Kirk. The suspension sparked outrage from celebrities, comedians, and civil rights groups. Jimmy Kimmel hasn't apologized, and Disney's handling of the situation is raising big questions about free speech and corporate influence. Was the suspension justified or an overreach? What you think?
I think we definitely solidified our position.
Yeah,
and we thought last week it was definitely a stretch. They were definitely overreaching. But I am so happy that Jimmy Kimmel is getting his show back.
Yeah.
It really does show the power that the people have. And I hope that it, kind of makes him feel empowered a little bit, because clearly they brought him back because they know the power, not just the power, but the influence that he truly has. And so I'm excited about that. We got to fight back. You can't just take everything laying down now.
Exactly. And plus, what did he even say? He still didn't say anything that was so just disastrous.
Exactly. Should he be apologizing for what Donald Trump said? Oh, I'm apologizing for reposting what our president said.
Right. But I feel at the end of the day, as I said, last week it was a shakedown.
Yeah.
You tried to shake a man down, and the people, again, showed you how cancel culture really works, because they canceled in one weekend.
Yeah.
Disney lost almost $4 billion.
I know that's right.
Okay, in one weekend.
And people didn't just cancel their Disney subscription. They canceled their Hulu. They canceled their affiliated.
Yeah.
And
everything.
You know what they made worse? They gave PBS their money, and I know that's right, because PBS is local and not managed by corporations.
Yep.
Okay.
So it shows that when we get together and we make our minds up and say, we're not going to stand for this. I really wish we had done this with other things, like Target, who's only lost $12 billion. They should have lost about $40 billion by now.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's happening, right? Boycotting and cancel culture. Sometimes we have to do that to make things really move and show people like Disney and all these big time corporations who are able to move mountains, that you can't move mountains without us.
No, you can't, because somebody has to purchase your subscription.
Exactly.
I like it when people say, oh, well, I'm self-made. I'm a self-made millionaire. How is that?
There's no such
Did you buy your own product?
Right.
Exactly.
Did you just do a whole little circle there and you made yourself? Because that never happened. I don't think that's happened for anybody.
No.
So, somebody has to patronize your business in order for you to make some money. So who's self-made? But that's what people like to say. I don't know. But what do y'all think about the fact that Disney, do you think they were trying to protect their brand?
No, I think that they are into political things. They're into politics, but they're hiding their hand in playing politics. You're not brave enough to do it up front. You're going to do it behind scenes. And I'm going to be quite honest, they used him because they wanted to get rid of you for anything. So they found something, and then they proved themselves wrong, and now they had to fold. So now you're going to fold on a lot of
I would have came back with some expensive
I want $1 billion.
demands. That's very point.
I wonder what he asked for.
I know he did.
And then 6 months later, I would resign, baby. Okay?
I'm more than certain he negotiated an ironclad contract and showed them, don't play with this.
This is a reminder that this happened to healthcare not too long ago, and it's now happening to media. This is managed media at its finest, because in order for someone to take someone who's been on air for 20 plus years, not because of his personal behavior, like all the other hosts who got pulled because of misconduct. This isn't personal misconduct. This is an opinion that every single talk show host have stated in the last 3 days who haven't had their show pulled.
Yeah.
This is an opinion that then cost this man his entire job indefinitely. I like how indefinitely turns into some maybe after losing money.
I like how you told a man that he needs to pay something.
Yeah.
And you still came back and paid him.
Exactly. And you need to apologize, baby. And
Yeah.
I really hope that Jimmy Kimmel stands his ground. And, you know, we know that saying, what is it? United we stand, divided we fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I really wish that we could, you know, be united as a nation and not just culturally as people, you know?
Yeah.
I saw a topic about that today, you know, and the question was Black or Christian. Baby, so I hope we get to talk about that one soon. I ain't gonna go too far now.
Wow. Though that's a great topic.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, because I listened to the word all weekend. And let me tell you, I think we really lost out there somewhere in the hemisphere.
Yeah.
And don't have any idea what the word of God says. My goodness.
We be too black, baby, that it's so far from the word of God, baby. You gotta pick a side. He say leave your mother and father, honey. That means your people too. But yeah, let's next topic. I'm sorry.
But no, y'all also know that, you know, even on The View, a lot of talk show hosts have been afraid to speak out. That I think The View took a break as well until people were like, hey, y'all need to say something, till finally they said something about what was going on.
I thank God that we are on a network and in a league of our own.
Amen.
That we can get up here and say whatever it is that we want to say.
Shout out to AFRO TV
Shout
for
out
allowing
to
us to have freedom of
y'all
speech,
better
honey.
support the black business that's trying to bring y'all the real black issue, blood raw, baby.
Clock that tea,
We ain't
please. Clock
censored.
that tea.
Look at that.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, here's another update. 19-year-old DeMartravion Trey Reed, a student found hanging from a tree on his campus of Delta State University in Mississippi. Authorities initially told his family, get this, y'all, that he died in his dorm room, in bed. Now Colin Kaepernick is stepping in, paying for an independent autopsy to get answers. And the question we have to ask is this: why wasn't the truth told from the beginning? And what does that say about how cases like Trey's are being handled, especially in a state that's notoriously known for hangings and lynchings and other stuff and many, many crimes against humanity, but they say they love the Lord? Somebody tell me something.
That's why they did it.
Because they love the Lord?
No, because they are a state that is
They are away with this for years.
Pardon, Raquel, please. I'm like, what? They are a state that is known for that.
Yeah.
And we talked about this before.
We did.
Universities, their ultimate goal is not education. Their ultimate goal is fundraising and protecting your endowments. And protecting your fundraising, protecting your leaders,
their dollars,
right? Your alumni who are giving you
decisions.
these money, these different monies, or you get what I'm saying, tongue tied.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're not going to allow this average little black boy, God rest his soul, to come and take down the name of your school. So you're gonna make it sound like, oh, it was just natural. We're just gonna hush it up. Do you know how much hush ups they've done?
Wow.
Oh my God, especially in the Delta. I don't know if you guys seen the movie on, I think it's on Netflix, Mudbound.
I can't watch it.
Oh my God, I watched that movie last night. Luckily, maybe you can watch it because it doesn't get bad until the last 15, 20 minutes.
That's an older movie, yeah.
Mary J. Blige is in it. It can't be that old. And it's the grown Mary J. Blige. I ain't gonna call her old.
Like 2021 or somewhere.
Yeah. But it's just so sad to see. And I think that it's so important, even if we can't watch it, as much as, you know, we are in a state where we really need to have unity as a people. I think it's so important even for our children to know, like, what has been done, where we come from, to know the history, just so that they can be empowered, one, in their decision making, because, you know, constantly it's said, and we know that it's true, people that forget its past are destined to repeat it. And look at us now. So many of us have forgotten that people were even being lynched, and now it's being swept under the rug, but we see what's happening. It's being repeated.
Correct. Yeah, and I think it's important that we make note that this wasn't an accident, as much as they like to paint it. Because there's like 4 different stories surfacing between the police department, the university, the family. And so now it's like if there's 3 to 4 different stories, it's a lie. So the truth is covered up because you don't want the truth to come out.
Wow.
And I have a firm belief that a lot of the presidents, the police chiefs, the commissioners, why do you guys play golf together? Okay, you're all the good old boys and good old girls club. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a whole in-house cover-up, because you know that we are now in a world where we are speaking up.
Yeah.
We are not taking it lightly, from the Trayvon Martins all the way up. What makes it any different for him? Right. And if you can't give a family sound answers about a child, like, come on, that says a lot. That says a lot, right, in society. Yeah. That we're still dealing with this. Yeah.
I do want to say, though, like, shout out to Colin Kaepernick, like, 100%, because, you know, it's so important that we, as people, find our purpose in life even after we think something else was our purpose, because he was dedicated to his power on the field. Yeah. And now, even though he's been blacklisted and, you know, boycotted all this time, he's still standing up for what he originally stood for, which is, you know, advocating for his people. So, I mean, that's a major blessing. I'm assuming that, you know, this family probably couldn't, you know, afford an extensive autopsy. So, you know, I'm grateful that he's stepping up. And I think the thing that so many of us forget, and we pray that it never happens, of course, but it could be any of our children, brothers, sisters, friends at any moment. And so I just think that as a people, all of these things need to matter a little bit more to us. Like, we got to just stop.
Well, it's a horrible thing getting this phone call. I mean, his parents are getting a call about their child away at school, and now he's dead. How? What happened?
It's so scary, because I have a daughter who's about to go to college in less than a year.
It is scary.
And I keep trying to teach her, listen, you guys are not like us. You're not trained for these streets. You need to keep your eyes open and stay away.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all, we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with Girlfriend's Guide and Mind, Body, and Soul. Stay tuned. This is POV.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. Thanks for sticking with us on this quick commercial break. We have a question for you guys at home, as well as one for us at the table. If your child wanted to quit college to pursue or chase their dreams, would you support it?
Yes.
Can I answer? I'll let you answer first.
I said yes, because I have 3 degrees and I don't use my degrees to chase my dreams. Yeah.
I would absolutely say yes, because I actually did drop out of college and I went to cosmetology school instead, and my mom was so mad. And look to now see that your daughter is I'm a brand. I'm a brand, I'm a cosmetologist, I'm all of that in one. And had I not done that, I wouldn't probably even be sitting here with you guys. So absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say yes. I did it. I chased my dreams. And then recently, during the pandemic, I decided, well, I'm going to go to school. And I have no credits. And I finished my degree with a business degree, with computer information systems degree. And I did that in 2 years because I stayed focused. But it was just a good time for me to do that. But all along, you know, I chased my dreams. I went after that. I did well. And thank God that my mom was, you know, she didn't like it as much, but she didn't stop me from doing that and pursuing my goals.
I love that. We have to get back to the show, but I want to say, Raquel, that's why your laptop is overloaded now, because you got that computer degree. But anyway, y'all, I don't know where you're watching POV.
Welcome back. Now it's time to get into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. If you think the man on the birth certificate is always the dad, then you'd have to think again. In most states, if a woman is still married, even in mid-divorce, the law automatically assumes her husband is the father. He can be financially responsible, and the real biological dad doesn't count unless someone goes to court. So, does the law make sense or just complicate love and family? Now, this makes me think about the situation with Offset and Cardi B and the new guy. What's going on?
But see, no, because they are actually the midst of a divorce.
That's what that
happened.
in the middle of divorce, but then a new kid is on the way.
So
but she's still married. That's what it's.
And what if he said that baby got to have my last name?
No, let me give you an insider. So I was married.
Okay.
Before I had my third child, which is my son.
Yes.
And they did exactly that because Florida is one of those states.
Yeah.
We were separated completely. They literally took the fact that I had my third child.
Yes.
And they said, he has to now pay child support for your third child. And me being a good woman.
Okay.
I said, absolutely not. So what the hell I look like to y'all? First of all, why? Why? Second of all, I can't stand him. So why would I want you anywhere near this baby?
Yeah.
And third, it's just not right. Now, some women would use this as a get back.
That's right.
Because you're petty, you're childish, and you need to grow up.
Yeah.
But I feel like that law is just absolutely absurd. It is ridiculous. That is not your child. That is not your responsibility. Probably that law was written by a bitter woman. So call it what it is.
Okay.
I feel like men make these mistakes. Women don't make mistakes. I
feel like a man
believe in women's rights and wrongs.
Okay.
I'm done. Women's rights and wrongs.
Okay. Until it happens on your end.
You right? It's the double standard, huh?
Got it.
This is crazy though, because the woman can be mid-divorce, having a baby, and that man that she's still in that mid-divorce with, they say that's the father when it's someone
That's exactly
else.
what happened, though. I was mid-divorce. It wasn't finalized, and this still happened.
Oh, so you was doing a Cardi B. So you wasn't really divorced and you had another baby.
Okay. Yeah, no. In all seriousness, no, for real, it really was happening. Florida is one of those states
I believe
where they don't care about anything.
Yeah.
No.
It is.
Just
This
what
is
it is.
okay. You're married. He's stuck.
Wow.
And if you're a bitter wife, you're glad.
That's right, because you're going to make them pay.
Right.
My goodness.
Right.
Imagine racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars of arrears.
And they go back. I forgot to say that part. Within our mediation, they go back. They say, okay, when did you guys stop being together? And the arrears goes back to that.
Wow.
And then you have to contest it as the woman and say,
How you going to
Right.
take that?
Somebody has to go to court and say
raised you
different.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, could this rule over and ruin relationships?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because it's like, well, you got that baby is like you said has to take that man's name.
Technically, yes.
If somebody doesn't
I had to literally hyphenate my son's name so that it wouldn't happen.
Wow.
I hyphenated his last name with my last name to make sure that it didn't happen.
Wow.
So then it wouldn't hurt him because he took the name Williams, and then I could tack his real father's last name on.
Yeah. Wow. But you had to contest it.
Right. And then after the divorce, I went back and had to change his name to be his father's name.
Y'all see this?
Oh my God. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
ooh, listen, I know Cardi B, I know they say Offset is holding up the process and won't sign the papers, baby. But
Bet you he will now.
Yeah, she might have to, give him a few pennies.
She's in New York, so hopefully,
No, New York is one.
It's gonna work out.
Oh my God.
They're one.
you know that man is petty.
Who's petty?
Offset.
He's petty.
He's mad. He is the bitter wife.
He's the.
He's the bitter wife.
He's the bitter wife. Yes.
You think he would pay just to stay in her life
No.
just to make this happen?
I feel
You ain't
like,
got no. Never mind.
I feel like he would. I feel like he would do anything to piss Cardi off.
Yeah, I don't think he would
I
pay,
believe.
but I think he would would hold it up so that baby is born, giving his last name. But who knows? I'm sure Cardi has the top lawyers, so they should be able to navigate that.
He ain't got no
when the baby
money,
comes.
so.
Ooh.
Ew,
I don't look at y'all. I don't know nothing. I just know because we talked about it on here.
Allegedly, he has no money.
Wow. Well, y'all, moving on to the next segment. And this is the part of the show where we pause and reflect on what really matters. Our peace, our growth, our purpose. Let's get into mind, body, and soul. Did you hear the fade? I did it on my own. All right. Feeling burned out by social media? You're not alone. Adults are ditching the smartphones for dumb phones. like the old Nokia 3310 to escape the endless scrolling, notifications, and digital pressure. Experts say it's a sign of rising digital burnout and a growing focus on mental health. Retailers are seeing more young professionals and parents turning back to simplicity, trading apps for peace of mind. So, is this just a trend? Or are we finally realizing that unplugging might be the key to staying sane?
I support this movement. I really want me one of them Nokias. I want me a sidekick too, baby.
Oh my gosh, the sidekick was the
I'm
best.
telling you.
Oh, I got
I don't know about y'all, but I wish you guys could see my finger. I have a permanent dent in my. No, I have a permanent dent in my pinky finger from holding the iPhone, because you know you gotta have your pinky finger underneath it to hold it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of getting like, I ain't gonna say carpal tunnel because I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, but something's going on with my hand, baby. I need that little tiny phone that just a quick little 1-2.
But be honest, do you want to go every time you got to send a message?
I'm fine with that.
I want to make all that noise.
Absolutely not. Maybe because I'm a tech geek. I can't.
No, listen, I'm telling you,
I still got my old Nokia, so I'm ready for the revolution.
Listen, and I had one that I threw it away a few years ago like a fool, honey.
Nah.
And I wish I kept that phone, but I'm telling you, these new phones, I literally feel like I'm walking with a microwave to my freaking ear. When I tell you the radiation that I feel like the phone emits, and even now, my phone gets so hot. Apple, y'all owe me some money, okay?
She said, I need my bill paid on time.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is interesting to me. I love the sidekick because let me tell you, I could type books on that sidekick. Don't play. But this is interesting to me because, you know, with all this technology, we want to be so like ahead, but now we're like, forget it. We've had enough. We want to go back.
Because it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Your phone is asking you, hey, do you want me to put it in your scheduled notifications or you want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I'm at night in bed, I'm hearing ding, dong. It gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
It does.
And I can actually see it happening in real life. Like people think that the apps, like social media apps, are kind of like reducing the capacity and like not showing them to viewers. And I want y'all to know, I spend days upon days studying social media. It has nothing to do with the apps and everything to do with people leaving the apps. People are reducing their digital footprint because they're exhausted with having to be socially online. And so that decline that you're seeing across Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all that, it is because people are leaving the app, not the app doing crazy things and making the algorithm impossible for you to be seen.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. But I mean,
that's new.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I believe you because I trust you and I believe you. But I don't know because I feel like Instagram be playing around. Yeah, I've been at 36.3 for about 7 months. I know people following me now.
They've been losing. They're losing this battle, the battle of keeping people's attention. And that's why you see them doing ads on the Hulus and the Disneys and the Prime. There's more ads for social media on other platforms now, because they're losing viewership day by day.
Because people have had enough.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy to hear that.
But aren't we able to control that with notifications? Aren't we able to just take the app out of our phones? I mean, is this really like a necessary thing to go back to the Nokia?
Yes, it is, honey, because they have a new feature. I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me, on the phone where you can limit your time on social media. Okay. But they also give you an option to ignore. So I limit myself to 2 hours, baby. And every time that notification come up, I say ignore today. Ignore today.
The thing is people struggle with the motivation to keep what they say they want to do. So
just connect all together.
See, the apps are smart. They're going to do whatever mental health initiative they can to prove that they want to help you. But they know that you're addicted to it. They created the science of addiction to the phone in the apps. And they know you're going to say you're going to leave. You're going to, I'm taking a social media break and come back 14 days later because you don't want your thing.
See, and I've been working on being a woman of my word. I don't like that. Like, I don't like nothing having me in a chokehold. Right. Like, don't think you could depend on me coming to this app. Even though I am here, baby, I got to get on.
I mean, I work there.
Do you think companies should be responsible for designing addictive apps? Because you say they have studied how to make these apps addictive so you don't ever keep your word. You can just keep sucking you back in.
is capitalism, baby. They don't have to do anything for you. They just need your money.
Right. It's all about the money.
Your money and your attention.
Your time.
Right. Your
time.
attention
the
is the
longer
money.
you're on the app, the more money they make.
And that's why they talk about, my pastor was talking about a couple of weeks ago, distraction. Well, maybe about a couple months ago, whatever. But he was talking about being distracted, and that, it literally is distraction. So it stops you from being able to move forward. That's what social media doing, baby.
Wow.
Count me out in a minute.
Y'all hear this? This is what's going on. But we've been told this over and over, the addiction that they have really studied us and have made these apps specifically to suck you in. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. But before we go, we'll leave you with a quote. Peace of mind comes when you live in the present, not the future, definitely not the past. Thanks for hanging out with us on POV. And don't you forget, you can catch us Monday through Friday only on AFRO TV.